Hello, 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 ladies. Welcome to call number two. Call number two of Thriving During Lockdown. I'm so thrilled you're here. How did you go with your I am safe post-it from yesterday? I put mine up on the mirror. Actually, I didn't even put it on a post-it. I wrote up on the mirror, I am safe, on the bathroom mirror, and every morning that's what I see. It's beautiful to see. So hi Cherie, hi Melissa, how you doing? Can you see me and hear me? So good to see you. Beautiful, beautiful. If you can just confirm with a yes or some acknowledgement that you can see and hear. It's just been the story of this week, right? I think everyone's working from home and there's been so many IT glitches. So brilliant. Good. Oh, wow. So that's so awesome. I changed my lock screen to a pretty flower picture. Means I'm safe. It's so beautiful. I did the same thing. I found a pretty picture on Google and it actually says, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm loved. And every time I look at it, it anchors me into that calm space. So well done that's what the flower means for you. That's fantastic. Hi Colette, hi Linda, hi Bronwyn, how you doing? Welcome. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Avril Carpenter and I'm a weight loss hypnotherapist to help women make peace with food so they can live the life they truly crave. And just so that you know, if you haven't seen yesterday's call, I encourage you to go and watch it. You can go and find it in the Facebook group, which we're in now. Also, people who have signed up will actually be getting an email from me each day following the call, which just has the live in it, because some people aren't on social media, believe it or not. So that's a way that you can listen to yesterday's call. And look, it's not obligatory. Nothing's obligatory, it's all a choice, but it is helpful. It's really helpful and it lays the groundwork for all the tools to come. Okay. Hi Linda, Scottish Skeptic is in the house. It's so good to see you. Hi, Margaret. Beautiful. So, let's see. My question, I've got a question for you. What is it? When do you comfort eat? If you can share in the Facebook comments, what is it that you're feeling that is the usual driver to cause you to comfort eat? Be curious to know. I get a lot of different answers in this. Often it's sad, mad, glad. Interesting. For one person it could be sad, another person it's mad, glad, happy, peaceful, stressed, anxious, lonely. Bored is another really big one. We have so many different reasons. We call them reasons because we're adults, but they're really, Melissa, thank you. Anxiousness, yeah, that's a biggie, right? Boredom, thanks Bronwyn, yeah, boredom's a biggie, right? Mostly, I would say 100%. I'm just going to put it out there, 100% of our comfort eating, our binging, our craving, our overeating is due to a feeling. The behavior is the overeating and it's in response to a feeling, okay? A feeling in our body. So I want to share today something that I found truly helpful when I first learned it, and when I share it with clients they are often amazed as well. And it's a neat way of looking at feelings, that a feeling is just a vibration in your body, okay? A feeling is a vibration in your body. And what it means is when we're full up, when we've been comfort eating, when we're full, because it's a vibration in our body, being full dulls the vibration. It dulls the resonance. Does that make sense? And that dulling of the resonance, because we're full, can be very comforting because we're not feeling our feelings. It's like, okay, I've got a cup of tea here. Cup of tea. It's half drunk. Now, if it was full and I tapped it, there's not much. If I tap it when it's empty, it's very alive, very resonant. Okay, and our body it's similar. So often we are overfilling our body to dull our emotion, which is why it feels comforting. Does that make sense? Okay. Stress, boredom, collect. Wow. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's good. Our body, a feeling is a vibration in our body. That's all it is. Like, we try and overcomplicate it and make it mean more than that. But a feeling is just a vibration in our body. Okay? And by being full up, like a cup of tea, but with food, and usually when we're comfort eating, it's not broccoli, it's sugar or the junky foods or the low quality foods. So when we're full up, we don't feel our feelings. Okay? And the problem with that is when we're overeating to dull our feelings, we're not just dulling our negative feelings. Okay, the boredom, the anxiety, the stress, the sadness. We're dulling all the beautiful feelings as well. We cannot. One of my amazing mentors, Dr. Gabor Mate, he talks about how you cannot amputate emotions. So if you dull one, you dull them all. Okay? And here's the thing, dulling our emotions, eating to dull our emotions, it's a completely learned behavior. All of us are born listening to our body, trusting our body, in harmony with our body. No infant overeats. And every mum in the world knows if you force an infant to overeat, it will come straight back up, all over you. Okay, no infant overeats. But we learn as we go through life to eat for reasons other than physical hunger. The sadness, the shame, fear, the guilt. Okay? And the good thing is it's a learned behavior. And because it's a learned behavior, it means we can unlearn it. Okay? We can unlearn that learned behavior. Is this making sense? Now, something else I want to share with you. How to unlearn that behavior. Good question. Thank you, Linda. You are taking the words out of my mouth. Hi, Ray. How you doing? Cherie. So good to see you. Here's the truth. Food can't make you happy. But you can. Food cannot make you happy. This is worth repeating. Food cannot make you happy. But you can. Okay? And you know this already at a very deep intuitive level. You know that there is no biscuit big enough to heal emotional eating or comfort eating. You know that there is no packet of crisps deep enough to satisfy comfort eating or emotional eating. You know this already. We've already tried that. Okay, we know that. So the question really becomes, why do we resist our feelings? Why are we so afraid of feeling our feelings? And there's a myriad of responses to this when I ask clients. Often we're afraid of feeling our feelings because we're so afraid that we're going to be pulled down into this murky abyss that we'll never get back out of. Okay, that's a fear that we have, and it's an unconscious fear often. We're so afraid to go there because of this abyss or this murky depth that we'll never get out of. But the opposite is true, ironically. The opposite is true. Remember, a feeling is just a vibration in your body. It can't suck you into anything. Okay? And interestingly enough, people who struggle with anxiety or people who are struggling with depression, the more they allow themselves to feel both of those emotions and stop resisting them, the more they're able to let it go. But we'll get onto that in a second. Okay. The second reason why we tend to avoid feeling our feelings is because many of us women, we've all got a past, right? For better or for worse, we've all got a past. And many women have experienced trauma. We've had horrible things happen. And maybe there was betrayal or abandonment or shame or something else that happened in our past, and we're so afraid of going back there. We're so afraid of feeling those feelings again. But again, here's the irony. Whenever we comfort eat, whenever we overeat, we're abandoning our body because we're not listening to our body. Whenever we comfort eat or overeat, we're betraying our body. We're not listening to her. And then when we comfort eat and overeat, all of that shame comes with it, all of that judgment. So ironically, by resisting the feeling, we're creating more of the feeling in our body. Okay? And I get it's a bit to process. Okay, so just allow yourself to sit with that. I know the first time I heard it, I got goosebumps. I was like, wow, that describes me to a T. I hadn't felt my feelings since I was 14. It was far easier to push them away with food. Okay. Now, the third reason we tend to resist our feelings is, and it's a bit of downloading from the patriarchy. The patriarchy teaches us that we women need to be optimistic and perky and positive and happy to be acceptable. Think about it. This is something that we learn, we download from so much in the system around us, in the patriarchal system. Okay? We learn that we're not allowed to have negative emotions because that's unfeminine. And I'm calling BS on it. Okay? We need to learn to feel comfortable with all of our emotions, not just our positive ones, not just the bliss and the joy and the happiness. We need to learn to be okay with the boredom, with the fear, with the sadness, with the anger, with the anxiety. Okay? We need to learn to experience what's been labelled a negative emotion without freaking out. Okay? And the more we learn to do that, the more food becomes disinteresting and we become our happy shape and size. All right? So here, Colette said, food can't make me happy, bugger. Yeah, it's the truth. It is the truth. So here's the tool I want to share with you today. And it's a beautiful technique, and it's so powerful at helping you. It interrupts us when we're heading to the pantry because we're boredom eating or anxiety eating. Okay. So the next time, I call it my what's up love technique. Okay, what's up love? Next time you're feeling that craving, next time you want to comfort eat, Notice yourself moving towards the fridge or the pantry, okay, or the biscuit tin. Notice the movement of yourself. You have to walk to get there. And there'll be a voice in your head, and it's loud, and it sounds so powerful. I have the same voice. It's so loud, and it's like now, biscuits, chocolate chips, biscuit, chocolate chip, biscuit, chocolate chips. And it sounds so powerful. It sounds like we've got no choice. We have to listen. As you start walking towards the biscuit tin, I want you to stop. Okay? First thing is stop. Go and sit yourself down on the sofa. Go and sit down. Take a breath. And ask yourself this question. What's up, love? What's the matter? And use that tone of voice. Be gentle, be tender, no judgment, no shaming. Just curious inquiry. And feel the feeling. Okay? What's up, love? Listen to yourself like you're a child. Listen to yourself like you haven't listened to yourself maybe in years. Okay? If you're a mum, listen to yourself like you do your children. Okay? What's the matter, lovely? And a feeling, it'll come up. A feeling will come up. And just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, and the more you acknowledge it, the feeling just evaporates, it dissipates. And I know this sounds ridiculously simple and it sounds too easy, but I ask you to try it. Remember, no negative emotion is going to kill you. You're not going to fall into an abyss. The sky is not going to land on your head. It's just a vibration in your body. It's energy that needs to move through your body so that you can let it go. Okay? What's up, lovely? I often put just my hand on my heart. What's up, lovely? What's going on? What's up? Now, nothing is easier than an example, right? So I had an example in the week. Hi, Sheree. How you doing? It's nice to see you. I had an example earlier in the week. Okay, I was really craving salt and vinegar crisps. Okay, salt and vinegar crisps. I was trying to work, and every couple of minutes craving for salt and vinegar crisps. So I started walking to the pantry, and I interrupted myself, and I sat down on the sofa, really gently. What's up, lovely? Tell me. What is it you think that this packet of salt and vinegar crisps is going to do for you? I mean, since you're not actually physically hungry, what is it? Just explain to me. What are you expecting it to do? Help me understand. Just with gentleness, okay? No judgment, utter gentleness. And I burst into tears, absolutely burst into tears. And I had sadness come up, I had anger come up, and a whole lot of powerlessness. And I did that proper good, snotty, ugly cry, and it lasted about 30 seconds. Okay, remember, no emotion is going to kill you. The sky is not going to land on your head. You are not going to fall into an abyss. And I realized what it was. It was around my mother. I'm afraid my mum's going to get sick. Okay, she's over there, I'm over here. If she gets sick, I can't help her. Okay, so it was an absolute sense of powerlessness. And after I finished crying, I felt so much better. And those salt and vinegar crisps are safe. And I've been in the pantry all week. Okay? And that's the power of this technique. The power of sitting there and listening to that inner child, to that frightened inner child. Remember, a feeling is just a vibration in your body. It's just energy wanting to release. And the more you try and stuff it down with food, we know how that scenario ends, and it's not a good scenario. Okay? And what happens is the more you allow yourself to feel your feelings, to have the snotty cry, to have the moment of whatever it is you need to feel. Just voice your fears, voice your boredom, voice your loneliness. If you're feeling lonely, what's up, love? I'm feeling lonely. Okay, so what is it about loneliness that is so dreadful that you would go to the ends of the earth to avoid feeling? Tell me, what's up with that? And what you'll find is when you listen to yourself, when you really drill down, it's this dissipation of emotion. The energy has moved, and all that's left is a sense of peace. Now, do I still feel a sense of powerless around my mum? Yes, I do, because she's in that category that could get sick. Okay? But me eating that bag of salt and vinegar crisps wasn't helping me, and it wasn't helping her. And allowing myself to feel that feeling and just let it pass through me. It's enormously powerful to let the energy go. Okay, does that make sense? Is that resonating? Hi Melissa, nice to see you. Hi Susie. Does it take practice? Yes. It absolutely does take practice. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Does it help you have more control over food? Yes. Okay, absolutely yes. And it's such a helpful tool for weight loss, for controlling cravings, for breaking those patterns. Chocolate is not going to help boredom. Salt and vinegar crisp is not going to help anxiety. We have to get to the root of the problem, and the root of the problem is a feeling that we're refusing to let ourselves feel. But a feeling is just a vibration in our body, so let's feel it. Let's feel it. Now, something else that is very helpful to know, and it's something that's not talked about very much, which is really interesting, is that 50% of your emotions are gonna suck. Like, we've been sold this illusion that we should be feeling happy all the time, that we should be upbeat all the time, and I call BS on that. Probably half of our emotions are gonna feel a bit bloody icky or edgy or uncomfortable. But allow yourself to feel them, because if you avoid feeling every uncomfortable, icky, negative emotion, you're bypassing half of your life. You're rejecting half of your life. You're avoiding half of your life. And the irony is that the more we allow ourselves to experience that so-called negative emotion. I don't think any emotion is actually negative. It's just a messenger. It's just telling us that we've got trapped energy in our body. Just let it go. But the more we allow ourselves to experience the emotion, the better we feel. And then we get to feel the joy and the bliss more and more. Okay? Just let the energy move through you. Be that child again. Feel your feelings. If you want to have a tanty, have a tanty. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to be angry, be angry. I mean, be responsible about it. Don't go and hit someone. But feel your feeling. Let it move through your body. Okay? Okay. Linda, this is so good to hear. It's good to hear because I think it's the truth. And the truth feels good. Feel our feelings. Just feel them. Colette, that's really interesting. Can't wait to give that a go. And look, it's a choice. Do I always feel my feeling? No, I'm human. I'm human. I'm so human. I mean, I still comfort eat sometimes. I still do. The difference is I'm honest about it now. I'm really honest. And I encourage you to tell yourself the truth, okay? Don't tell yourself that you couldn't help it, that you lost control, that food is the boss of you. Don't tell yourself that, because that's BS, okay? Just be honest. You made a choice. You made a choice to eat that salt and vinegar because you didn't want to bloody feel. Just be honest about it. And I admit, I still comfort eat sometimes. You didn't want to feel. So that's why you overate. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Just be honest with yourself. Okay? And that's a really big first step, is to realize that none of us are victims here in the lockdown. None of us are victims. Food isn't the boss of you. You are the chief exec of your own mind. I still sometimes choose to overeat and comfort eat, but recognize that it's a choice, is what I'm saying. Okay? And when you own that choice over and over and over again, you get so uncomfortable with the feeling of being physically uncomfortable in your body that interrupting yourself on the way to the pantry starts to feel the easier thing to do. Okay. So I hope you found that helpful. If there's any questions, feel free to pop them in the box. But in summary, the more you can feel your feelings, the more you can feel your feelings, all of your feelings, not just your positive ones, feel all of your feelings, the closer you will be to being your happy shape and size. Okay? Food can't make you happy, but you can. A feeling is just a vibration in your body. Okay? So ask yourself, what's the matter, lovely? What's the matter, love? And listen to yourself. And feeling our feelings, look, it can be painful, but within that pain is magic. Absolute magic. Okay? So have fun with it. Have fun with it. Feel your feelings. Thank you. This has been very enlightening. Good. I'm so pleased that it's resonated. I encourage you to go and play with it. Love this. Thank you for being generous with your time. Oh, you're so welcome, Julia. Look, I'm such a big believer. When you feel hopeless, help. When you feel hopeless, help someone. So by gifting you this time and these techniques, it's helping me. So I'm actually coming from quite a selfish place. It's helping me because I feel helpful rather than hopeless. Okay, but thank you for acknowledging that. Have a super day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy feeling your feelings. And I will see you the same time tomorrow. All right then. Bye. Mwah.